going to be warming up with an 11 here.
Yeah, it looks.
Go
ahead.
First stage.
I actually don't know this chart.
Yeah, so stealth.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm not entirely familiar with this either. Are they playing it on stealth? They are not.
Aw, that would be
I
so
mean,
cool.
you probably don't want to do that for a warm-up.
No.
Right, you want to use your warm-up to be able to get your feet moving and lock into the cab, because the timing could be slightly different than what you're used to.
Like a pro.
Rocco did advance into this pool from the previous one, so theoretically he's a bit more familiar, but he has also been sort of idle for a while between the group photo and just waiting for the first half of this pool. So see if he can loosen up properly and see how Nate Bias does his first time on this pad as well.
Look at all that flank.
I'm not too sure if you're familiar with both players, but I'm a little bit more familiar with Nate Bias. Specifically, he's working on his MAs on the lower songs, anything like 10 to 14. Do you have any info on Rocco?
200 combo.
None that's really current, unfortunately. I know he's been very active in Light 4 and other DDR communities historically and has improved a good deal over the last few years. So we'll see how he does on this set of 14s and 15s. Okay, well, they tied on the warm-up song. Once again, that unfortunately doesn't count for anything, but at the very least, that's a pretty good omen. Yeah, 11 to 7 and 2 grades. So, Libertad challenge. Once again, not one of the hardest 14s, but still a pretty technical one. This will definitely test their ability to do gallops, and it has a few pretty fast crossovers, especially for a 14.
Really good thing.
Nate was a little cleaner in that first set of gallops, and Rocco a bit cleaner in those little triplets. They're basically tied. Looks like Nate has gotten one good. Rocco's still maintaining the PFC, but timing is basically the same. Like, that lead is not really... It's +1 or +2, so they're pretty much tied. Let's see how they do on these crossovers. Very clean.
Nate picking up a couple perfects and birdies.
Yeah. Rocco doing a little better on them. So extending his lead a bit. Still a lot of song to go.
Nobody can touch you. Show 'em off.
Great in the gallops into bursts. That can be very tough to lock into.
You're tearing it up.
Oh, we're so close. 1 EX.
Yep, it's just going to be who can lock into this last part harder. Right now, that looks like me, but we'll see.
This groove is all
Nate
right.
gets a grade. Rocco takes ahead. +1.
400 combo. It's just the music in you and a world to conquer.
And they tied again. They tied again. Okay. Wow, so, yeah, I guess that warm-up song was actually a bit telling. They tied on that and tied on their first song.
It looks like they tied for second.
Yes. Trying to establish a truce between Sheets and Wawa. Good luck with that. But, you know, it's a nice thought.
Final stage. Start stepping.
Okay, so top the charts. This is a shock arrow focused 14. Shock arrows, those are those flashy electric looking things. You do not want to be standing on the pads when they get up to the front. they were made a little easier in World. As long as your foot is off them for part of the window, I believe, you don't get dinged for it. So it looks like Nate a little cleaner through that first shock section. Lead of about 3. Both of them still maintaining their PFCs though. Something just happened on the other cab. Okay, those shock arrows, there's a lot of them in succession. They can be kind of hard to lift your feet up consistently, but they've all, I don't think I've seen either of them hit a shock arrow yet. That would have been a very appropriate place to curse it, but I didn't. Both still holding the full combo, both very close. Like, this lead has not really grown.
They've been trading all
so jumping over all the shock arrows pretty easily. Looks like Roko has a small lead going into this more rhythmic section. Okay. Not another tie, but still only a difference of like 4EX, which is pretty close.
Might not be another tie on screen, but it looks like Nate Bias tied T-Swift on this.
So he did. Yeah, Nate Bias and T-Swift are tied, so Nate Bias has tied at least one person in all of his songs so far. Just hear it, listening to it, like that pounding bass. Yeah, it sounds like there should be a lot of jumps in here.
A lot of what, 24th notes or?
12th notes, I believe.
12?
Yeah, because a single beat is quarter notes, so the red ones are quarters. So 3 steps a beat, that would be 12ths.
Come on, let's dance!
Okay, so very triplet-focused song. Triplets can be kind of hard to time, but because this song in particular has like a very booming bass, it's a bit easier to lock into, I think. Looks like, yeah, they're basically tied. I would say Roko has a small lead, but it's +1. That could change in a single step.
Even though Nate did pick up a break, he is still up in his MA on these notes.
Yeah, Roko's still gold. It does look like, yeah, they picked up a grade somewhere, but yeah, just +1 still. Neither player really giving the other one much room to pull away or catch up. Tie going into this little free section. We'll see how the more triplet-heavy second half treats them. Looks like they pulled away, well, got ahead. I don't want to say pulled away. It's still +5. Backwards gallops can be hard to time, but they both nailed them.
Nobody moves like you!
That +5 holding strong. Neither player really getting many perfects. Just a couple here and there. Ooh. Nate kind of fumbled one of those first. Roko's ahead. Let's see how they do on the stream. Both do pretty well on it.
And Roko locking in.
Yeah. Roko takes it by 7 and a perfect full combo.
Excuse me, is your name Perfection?
And it looks like they're first and second on that song so far, so very strong showing, which is not really something you hear describing DDR songs that are this fast, but
Second
it's great. Chart itself does a lot of things, just kind of a nice all-around 15. Roko stumbling a bit on the first little bit, so Nate's starting with a small lead. Still very early though. Nate getting at least one grade in that longer 16th burst, so both green.
Look at all that play.
About, yeah, +3, +4. both very clean on the reverse gallops. Those can be very unintuitive to time. They both nail them. Nate extended his lead a little, but not a lot. Still only single digits.
300 combo.
I might have like 10 minutes or so.
Nobody can touch you. Show 'em all.
Thank you.
400 combo. This groove is almighty.
Alright, yeah, looks like Nate has extended his lead slightly. Just slightly cleaner accuracy. They both have a full combo. See they doing this little crossover run.
Nate picking up a couple
yeah.
of rings and misses on those 12s.
Nate fumbled with a bit, and it's now basically neck and neck.
You're tearing it up.
See how they do in the ending.
Oh!
And Nate just a little cleaner on that last run. Pulls it out by 2 over Roko. Wow.
Holy smokes.
That was back and forth the entire way to the song, especially when you're playing with someone else. But yeah, if you're able to adapt to that, that can be very useful.
Let's move.
All right, Rising Firehawk. DDRA 15. A lot of bursts, a lot of jumps, a few foot switches. Let's see how they do.
You're gonna break the meter. Can't wait to see it.
Both picking up really great. Nate with the small lead, but very small. Yeah, going back and forth.
This crowd is yours. Combo. What a show!
Let's see what they do in the foot switch section. Roko a bit cleaner on those foot switches. Holding combo, getting a small lead. Still a lot of song to go, so plus 10 definitely not end all.
You're gonna break the meter. Can't wait to see it.
Maintaining it through those little bursts. Plus 9 at the break. It's always nice when songs have like little breaks like that, and you can check, at least when you're watching, who's ahead or behind. Very dangerous as a player because you do not want to look at your opponent's score.
No. Don't want to psych yourself out.
Yeah. Looks like Nate came out of the break
This groove is almighty.
a bit cleaner form, so it's tied up again. Nate actually now with a small lead, just slightly better accuracy in those bursts.
You all got this party started.
Yeah, so Roku got a few sort of stray grades at the end. Nate takes that by about 20. 1693 to 1671. Okay. Once again, that looks like it's near the bottom of that pool. Still very strong showings from both players, especially if this is Roko's third pool of the day. It's crazy to even get this far, much less have songs that you're currently on currently in first on. Yeah, very strong. Players taking a bow, crowds cheering for them. Love to see it. That was a very good set. Very, very close set.